The very name Tyrannosaurus rex evokes an image of unparalleled power, a creature that dominated its world like no other. When we gaze upon its colossal skeleton in a museum, it's honestly difficult to imagine it as anything but the king of the dinosaurs. Yet, this magnificent beast did not simply appear fully formed. Its story is one of gradual evolution, a journey that began with ancestors far smaller and, well, much less imposing. Over millions of years, nature sculpted and refined this lineage, transforming it from modest feathered creatures into the ultimate predator of the late Cretaceous period. The T-Rex we know was the spectacular final act in a long and successful evolutionary play, a testament to the relentless pressures of survival. Looking back through the fossil record, we find the roots of the Tyrannosaur family tree are surprisingly humble. Their earliest relatives were nimble, human-sized hunters that roamed the earth long before T-Rex itself. These creatures, such as Guanlong from the late Jurassic of China, possessed long arms and lightweight bodies covered in primitive feathers. They were swift and agile, relying on speed rather than brute force. Over tens of millions of years, this group began to change. As other large predators died out, an opportunity arose, and the tyrannosaurs stepped in to fill the void. They grew larger, their skulls became more robust, and their arms, curiously, began to shrink, paving the way for a new kind of hunter. This evolutionary path culminated in the arrival of Tyrannosaurus rex, approximately 68 million years ago. It was a creature perfectly adapted to its role as an apex predator, a giant that strode confidently across the floodplains of what is now North America. Its sheer size was, honestly, breathtaking. Standing over 12 meters long and weighing more than 8 tons, it was one of the largest land carnivores ever to have lived. Its presence would have cast a long shadow, a clear signal to all other creatures that the king had arrived. The journey from a small feathered hunter to this colossal titan is a remarkable story of adaptation and dominance, showcasing nature's ability to produce creatures of astonishing scale and power. The world that T-Rex inherited was a vibrant, teeming ecosystem, rich with potential prey. Large herds of horned dinosaurs like Triceratops and armored giants such as Ankylosaurus shared its environment, presenting both a challenge and an opportunity. To rule this world, T-Rex needed more than just size. It required a specialized set of tools that would allow it to tackle even the most well-defended animals. The evolutionary pressures that shaped its ancestors had equipped it with an arsenal unlike any other. Every aspect of its body, from its powerful legs to its keen senses, was honed for the single purpose of hunting and killing, ensuring its place at the very top of the food chain. At the heart of the Tyrannosaurus rex's predatory prowess was its extraordinary skull. It was not merely large, it was honestly a masterpiece of biological engineering, measuring up to 1.5 meters long. The skull was incredibly strong, built with thick, fused bones that could withstand immense stresses. This structural integrity was vital, as it housed one of the most powerful weapons in the history of life on Earth, its devastating jaws. Unlike the skulls of many other large carnivorous dinosaurs, which were often lighter and more flexible, the T-Rex's was designed for one thing: delivering a bone-crushing bite with unparalleled force. Its wide shape also allowed for excellent binocular vision, giving it the depth perception needed to accurately judge distances to its prey. The jaws of the T-Rex were capable of generating a bite force that remains astonishing to this day. Scientific models estimate that it could bite down with a force of over 35,000 newtons, which is equivalent to the weight of a medium-sized truck. This is by far the strongest bite force of any terrestrial animal that has ever lived, easily surpassing that of modern predators like crocodiles and lions. This immense power allowed T-Rex to not just slice through flesh, but to shatter solid bone. Its jaw muscles were enormous, anchoring to large openings in the skull and providing the engine for this incredible weapon. It was a bite that could end a struggle in an instant, disabling its prey with a single catastrophic crunch. Of course, a powerful jaw is nothing without the teeth to match, and the teeth of T-Rex were truly formidable. It possessed around 60 of them at any one time, but these were no ordinary teeth. They were thick, serrated, and shaped like bananas, some measuring up to 30 centimeters long from root to tip. This unique shape made them incredibly strong and resistant to breaking under pressure. Instead of acting like delicate knives, they functioned more like railway spikes, designed to puncture deep into hide, muscle, and bone. When T-Rex bit down, its teeth would have driven through its victim's body with explosive force, causing massive internal damage and shock. This combination of a robust skull, immensely powerful jaws, and bone-shattering teeth made Tyrannosaurus rex a hypercarnivore, a creature specialized in eating other large animals. Its entire head was a weapon, honed over millions of years to be the most efficient killing machine of its time. No other dinosaur could match its sheer destructive capability. While other predators had to rely on repeated attacks to wear down their prey, T-Rex had the ability to inflict devastating, fight-ending injuries with one bite. This anatomical superiority is what set it apart, making it the undisputed ruler of its domain and a true icon of prehistoric power. Armed with its incredible physical attributes, the Tyrannosaurus rex was an active and terrifying hunter. While some have debated whether it was a pure hunter or a scavenger, the evidence overwhelmingly points to it being a predator that actively pursued its meals. Its forward-facing eyes gave it the stereoscopic vision necessary to track moving targets, while its large olfactory bulbs suggest it had an excellent sense of smell, perfect for locating prey from a distance. Its powerful legs, though not built for marathon running, could certainly generate enough speed in short bursts to ambush or chase down the large herbivores that shared its environment. It was an opportunist, but one with all the tools required for a successful hunt. The diet of a T-Rex was as impressive as its size. It primarily targeted the largest dinosaurs of its time, such as the three-horned Triceratops and the duck-billed Edmontosaurus. Fossil evidence provides direct proof of these dramatic encounters. Healed bite marks on the bones of these herbivores show that they sometimes survived an attack, a testament to their own defensive capabilities. However, other fossils reveal a grimmer fate, with T-Rex tooth marks embedded deep within the bones of its victims. These confrontations would have been epic struggles, with the formidable horns and bulk of a Triceratops pitted against the bone-crushing jaws of the Tyrannosaurus. The hunting strategy of T-Rex likely involved a combination of ambush and pursuit. It may have used its keen sense of smell to track herds, using foliage for cover before launching a surprise attack. A powerful charge could close the distance quickly, and a single well-aimed bite to the neck or body would have been enough to incapacitate even the largest of prey. Once its victim was down, T-Rex would use its massive jaws to tear off huge chunks of flesh and bone, which it swallowed whole. Broken T-Rex teeth are often found among the remains of its meals, indicating the sheer violence of its feeding style. While it was undeniably a fearsome hunter, it is also highly probable that T-Rex would not have passed up an easy meal. Like most modern predators, it was likely an opportunistic feeder, meaning it would have scavenged carcasses when it found them. A dead dinosaur represented a huge amount of food for very little effort, and its powerful sense of smell would have been perfect for locating such opportunities. This does not diminish its status as a predator. It simply shows that T-Rex was an intelligent survivor, taking advantage of any available food source. It was both a mighty hunter and a pragmatic scavenger, a combination that ensured its success at the top of the food chain. For millions of years, Tyrannosaurus rex reigned supreme, the undisputed master of its environment. It was the culmination of a long evolutionary line of predators, a creature seemingly invincible. But its dominion, and indeed the entire age of dinosaurs, was brought to a sudden and catastrophic end by an event that originated far beyond our world. Approximately 66 million years ago, a massive asteroid, estimated to be around 10 kilometers in diameter, slammed into the Earth in the area of the modern-day Yucatan Peninsula in Mexico. The impact was more powerful than billions of atomic bombs, triggering a global cataclysm that would reshape the planet's destiny forever. The immediate aftermath of the impact would have been apocalyptic. A colossal blast wave and intense heat would have incinerated everything for thousands of kilometers around the impact site. The impact threw vast quantities of dust, soot, and debris into the atmosphere, shrouding the entire planet in darkness. This impact winter blocked out the sun for months, perhaps even years, causing global temperatures to plummet. Photosynthesis ceased, and the plants that formed the base of the food chain withered and died. Without plants, the large herbivores that T-Rex preyed upon, like Triceratops and Edmontosaurus, would have starved to death in vast numbers. For a top predator like T-Rex, the collapse of the food web was a death sentence. Its entire existence was dependent on the availability of large prey animals. As the herbivore populations crashed, the mighty Tyrannosaurus would have found itself with nothing to hunt. While it could scavenge for a time on the carcasses of the dead, this food source would have quickly run out. The dark, cold world was no longer able to support such a large and energy-demanding animal. The very size and specialization that had made T-Rex so successful ultimately became its greatest weakness in this new, hostile environment. The extinction of the non-avian dinosaurs, including Tyrannosaurus rex, was not a slow, gradual decline, but a rapid and brutal event. Within a relatively short period, these magnificent creatures vanished from the Earth, leaving behind only their fossilized bones as a record of their existence. The end of their reign paved the way for the rise of a new group of animals, the mammals. From small, shrew-like creatures that survived the cataclysm, they would eventually diversify to fill the ecological niches left vacant. The fall of the mighty T-Rex marked the end of one era and the dawn of another, a stark reminder that even the most powerful rulers can be brought down by forces beyond their control.